Happy Friday from the Philippines at 6 p.m. here in Bye Bye City. Leyte. Beautiful place. We're getting ready to celebrate our charter celebration, charter year. So here's what happened to me today. I just want to talk about it. I don't know if it's 100 years or 200 years or 500 years because I forgot to look it up before showtime here. But I'll figure it out and I'll let you know soon enough. I might look it up on my phone. But anyway, here's the whole thing. So usually we can go around town and near the Prince Mall, there's a vendor there selling lechon baboy. And so I was kind of like in the mood for it, right? I either wanted lechon or I wanted manuk. I wanted something, right? I wanted something very, very yummy to eat for my dinner. So we went looking around, driving around, and there were no vendors on that corner by Prince Mall. Usually there's two, sometimes there's three selling the lechon. And so that means that we had to compromise and we had to go buy some pork and cook it up ourselves. And it came out beautifully, but there's nothing like the crunchiness of the skin. You know what I'm talking about. As you're chomping down on lechon baboy. And so I got my fill of it by eating the pork that they prepared, Ma'am and others, her helper, which turned out absolutely delicious. I like mine a little bit spicy. I take the hot sauce and I pour the hot sauce on it. Sometimes I dip it in the soy sauce and the vinegar, and it has lemon in there or calamansi and a little bit of touch of chilies that I put in there, and it is so yummy, delicious. My stomach is still wanting more. And you have to be careful with it because I could eat and eat and eat, and I'm trying to lose a few pounds right now. Not that I really need to, you know. I float between 200 pounds and 210. Things haven't changed that much since I retired. Let me bring up the chat to see who all is around. We have 7 million people in the house. Let's see. We've got Letty Me, how you be? Jaylin, Valarisis, Anime Erase is here. We have, who else is here? Who else is here? We have Dan and Minnie's Journey. Cha Ram is in the house. Hey, I want to start off talking about the probably the reason why we didn't have any lechon baboy hanging around like we usually do. And I mean, we drove all over the place to the usual corners to see if there was a vendor there. Is probably because the festival is coming up. That's the connection I wanted to make. Maris, we're having the Charter Festival. They're doing all kinds of work right now. They even have a checkpoint. They even have a checkpoint with officers, with armed officers to make sure that everybody is safe in the celebration as the celebration gets underway. And it's probably going to last, a week. I think starting on the 10th or so, maybe it goes through the 17th. I'm not exactly sure when the charter celebration takes place, but they're certainly gearing up for a really good time. And that's probably what happened to the lechon baboy vendors. They're probably getting prepared. Pretty Miles is here. Pretty Miles always has a smiles. That is a mile. Pretty Miles, are you coming over tonight? I've got your favorite drink ready for you. All right. They're probably preparing lechon baboy for the celebration. They're going to sell a million tons. No, wait a minute. We don't use tons here. What is it? They're going to sell many kilos, hundreds of thousands of kilos of baboy lechon. We have 15 million people here in the house today. Here in the chat, watching Dan make a fool of himself. I think I saw quite a few people, quite a few of my friends coming in now. Nicole is here, Nicole instead, and we have Megan Gomez is here. Hi, Megan Gomez, one of my favorite people in the whole world. All right, you're all my favorite people in the whole world. And so, Lazy Larry Lee is here. Thanks for coming. I have this at such a convenient time or inconvenient time, depending on the way you look at it, because you're probably preparing dinner, and unless you're working the overnight shift, then you know it's inconvenient to be here. What can I say? I'm just following my algorithm. It says have your live stream at this time, and so I have it at this time. Now, Yanarina's here. God repairs in the house. I was going to talk about money. Oh, yeah. So, some of you that were on my last live stream, you heard me tell the story about how we transferred money, or we're transferring money from the U.S. bank to BPI, and it didn't take. For some reason, it didn't take. There was a snag. But after talking to some expats, writer, adventure, and journals over at the coffee house, they were saying that the past week or so, they've been having problems getting money over to the Philippines. And I don't know if they're using satellite for data transmission, or the transatlantic Atlantic cable, and then they have to figure out ways to reroute it, which is easier than it was before. Pretty miles, but they must have corrected it because we tried a second time. We went to the banks. Banks didn't know anything about what was going on. We see it. We see it glitched. We don't know what happened. Nobody told us anything about what happened. And so we tried it again, and then the money showed up today at the BPI. All is good in the world, but the whole thing is, we keep 4, 5, or 6 or 10 months worth of backup money close by. No, we don't hide it under a mattress. Don't come knocking on the door thinking that you're gonna get cash out of us. There's no cash here. That's what they all say. Then you go looking in their mattress and there are tens of thousands of pesos in there, or something like that. No, we're very smart about keeping the money safe, but it's close at hand because you have to have backup in case something happens like this. We always plan. As a matter of fact, we tend to over plan for things like this. So we weren't too excited about it. We weren't too worried, but it all worked out. It showed up today. We were able to go down to the bank and pay the electric bill and all that other stuff. It wasn't due today, but Tim's saying I'll be in and out tonight, working on a major medical problem with my driver's daughter. Uh-oh. All right, Tim, let us know if you need any help. Lorraine Pajadas is here. Hey, what else was I going to talk about? That gets us started, right? Oh. Okay, I want to talk about the van. So you know about the electrical problems I've been having with the van journals. I've been talking a lot about it. Lorraine, we bought that minivan, that Suzuki. So check this out, right? I'm probably going to do a video on this because it's kind of funny. Larice Jose is here. Larice, thanks for coming. Pretty Miles is hanging in there with us. Pretty Miles, let me talk about this van. So we buy the Suzuki van for a very reasonable price. And right away we notice that it's got, that the battery is getting drained from this alarm system, or I think it's the alarm system. It's the door sensors, going off in the middle of the night and things like that. Lights flashing like there are ghosts in there. And so we disarm. When I was a kid, this happened to a Volkswagen Rabbit. I don't know if Larry Lee or anybody else in here remembers the Volkswagen Rabbit, but that was a cool car, right? This thing, I used to have it as a kid. I used to go zooming around town. Well, thinks this happened. Me thinks that the same thing is going on with this Suzuki van, this minivan, as what was going on with the Rabbit. Right? The Rabbit has died. Oh, no! Don't say that. Don't say that. I do apologize. Moama's here. Good evening. And so here's the whole thing about that. I remember that we were having electronic problems with the car's electronics, up until the time that I just yanked that fuse out of that alarm system, and then we had no more problems. So I'm thinking, yeah, the same thing's going on, right? And it most likely was. So we disconnect the alarm system, and then in the middle of the night, I wake up because I'm uncomfortable. I'm looking out the window, And right where that van is parked, I see flashing lights, flashing red lights, which is probably what woke me up. I didn't grow up in the best neighborhood. Cops, sirens, and red lights in the middle of the night. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the show Adam 12, right? But they loved running the lights and sirens, code 3 calls. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. It's like the ambulance going down the street, right, Larice? And so that's what woke me up as I was seeing the reflection of the light going off against the wall, the red flashing light. So I'm like, God darn it, I'm going out there and I'm taking care of business. I'm grabbing my wrench. I'm grabbing my keys. I'm grabbing Minnie, and we're going out there. We're taking care of this nonsense. I was going to disable the battery. Now, to disable a battery, all you have to do is you just remove the negative cable. Make sure that it doesn't come in contact with anything, but you take the negative cable. I had my wrench ready to go, and I was going to remove that cable. Yeah, Car 54, where are you? That was with the guy who played in the Monsters. Fred Gwynn, I think was his name, right? In fact, two of the characters were on the show The Monsters, weren't they? Wasn't there another cop that played Grandpa later on The Monsters? People, I don't know if I told you this. Let me interrupt myself before I tell you the rest of the story, how this worked out. We're going to be, I have Gcash. I was checking my Gcash. I have a little bit too much money in that Gcash today, right? And so we're going to be giving all of my Gcash away. It's been sitting there for a while. So now, don't get excited. It just increases your opportunity of winning. I figured that we're going to be able to pick 7 winners tonight at 200 pesos apiece. But I'm not doing it at the tail end of this live stream. I'm going to be doing it during different times. I'll be talking about nonsense like I'm talking about now, and then all of a sudden I'll say, "Oh, let's do randomized number," and then boom. I'll tell you what the perimeters are, 1 to 50, 1 to 100, and the first person to guess the numbers is going to be the winner of that 200 prize. And tonight we're going to be doing that 7 times. Count them. 4, 5, 7. 7 times. So if you're not in the house when this happens, oh, it sucks to be you. If you're not watching when I decide to pull the trigger on this, hey, so sad, really, for you that you're not going to be here, because we only have like 4 million people in the house, a record low. Let me continue on with my story. And then we're going to go over the rules again for the prizes, how this thing works, the mechanics, if you will. Yeah, 7 people are going to walk away with 200 pesos. 7 people. And then we have a rice giveaway next week or next broadcast. Whenever you see me the next time, we're going to do it again. We're going to do something different. We're going to give away rice, and I'll tell you how we're going to do that. That you probably will have to wait till the end of the live stream. But let's talk about, I've been, a little bit prosperous lately. I don't mind telling you that my investments are, they're paying off. Of course, I am a financial genius, and so, but I'm going to share it with you. I'm sharing the money with you, right? That's the right thing to do, because then I will continue to be blessed with prosperity. All right, so let's talk about what happened with the van. So I go out there and ready, and then I discover that I don't know where the battery is on this car. I don't even know where the bonnet or the hood latch is for this car. So I have to go on YouTube and discover where everything is, and I did not know that this engine for this van, it sits in the front seat. Basically, you're sitting on the engine as you're driving down the road. Ouch! Ouch! That could burn if it catches on fire. So we're going to have to get a fire extinguisher for this van, right? We know we need one. Oh, sure. So now you're spreading the rules. Now you're spreading it around. Then I'm going to be picking winners intermittently in a minute. Oh, now everybody's starting to come back. Okay, you be that way. Go fix kids' dinner, whatever you need to do. All right. So I have to go on there and I have to figure out. So I pull the seats up, the seat latch. There's the engine. goes across. What do they call that, Larry? They call it traverse engine or transverse engine. Traverse sits sideways under the. Well, it makes sense. I mean, it's a small, dinky little van, right? It's a make believe car. It's almost like a go kart. Yes. Well, thank you for the compliment, Tim. I am a super genius, as a matter of fact. So then, so then, Wile E. Coyote has nothing on me. So now, so okay, so I'm on the right track. So I'm looking around. I'm going, Battery's got to be somewhere in here, but I can't find it. So I pull up the bonnet in the front, or the hood in the front. They call it. Some people call call it a bonnet. It's reminding me of an old butter commercial, or fake butter commercial, margarine. You know, nothing tastes better than blue bonnet on it. Anyway, so little by little, I'm thinking, you know what? I bet that it's in the back. I bet you that it's right in the back of the car, right? My genius brain. Of course, I couldn't find it up until then. I was pulling compartments everywhere. I was opening up, throwing stuff out. I was getting really, really pissed, right, that I couldn't find it. Battery is big, right? No, it's small. Yeah, I got the battery from the Acme Supply Company. Yeah. Oh, they had a sale on batteries. I've been telling people, Cindy B is here. Cindy, I've been telling people that I do believe this is only a 6-volt battery. How big or small can it be? Well, it's about that big. There actually is only a 6-volt battery running that old machine in there, right? I finally find it in the back. I lift up the hood, and I roll up the carpet, and there is the battery compartment. I get in there, and I'm getting ready to put the wrench to it, when all of a sudden the mechanic friend of ours, the guy who charged the battery the last time that it went belly up, sees us struggling and comes over to help. Right, her man Minnie goes over there. Oh, I better go get some help. Mr. Man over here, Mr. Master Mechanic, is going to do something. He's not in a very good mood. And so Minnie has very good instincts. After all, we have been married almost 23 years. Through thick or thin, right? Through sickness and in health. Until death. That's a long time. All right, but she is wife number 3 or 4. I don't really remember because the older that I get. You know, well, you got to get a win. 25% chance if you're married 4 times that you're going to hit a home run, right? I hope you're enjoying this story as I, move all over the place with it. Well, anyway, he shows up and he's looking at it and he says, when I charged this, we looked all over the place and we thought we had cured this problem. We thought that the door sensors were deactivated and everything else. To see that brake light just go flash, 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 really bugs the heck out of me, right? And you could tell that he was really interested in finding out where the problem was. So he goes to work, right? And he discovers it. Yes, that's quite a long time together. It's a miracle. It's a miracle, thank God. Miracles do happen, right? But what ends up happening is that he discovers it in like 10 minutes. He goes, oh my God, I didn't even think about this, but here's the problem. And so it is the brake. It's the brake pedal itself has a defective spring. The spring has been sprung. And so basically when you've got a spring that's been sprung, it doesn't push the pedal back. And so the weight of the pedal, after you park the vehicle, it starts to slide down. And when it slides down, it's just like you driving the van and hitting the brake lights go on. And so they just go flash, flash, because this thing has a mind of its own, right? The spring is sprung. And so it has a mind of its own, right? So he goes, okay, well, now we know what the problem is. I know what to do to fix it. He goes, I will get the part and I'll be back tomorrow to fix it. Otherwise, we have to have a fix-it for this, And I go, I know. So I asked Ma'am Minnie, Jalen, I said, can you go in and find some nylon rope? She goes, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna do something that you're gonna regret with the rope, are you? She thought that I was gonna. I'm not that frustrated. I'm not that frustrated that I would do something like take the rope and tie it around my neck or something like that. I wouldn't make a noose out of it, right? I hope your kids aren't listening to this. I definitely believe in natural death. As natural as it possibly can be, whatever that means. Pardon me while I get a drink of my Friday night special. So, of course, Larry Lee and Tim and a few others on here, we've lived life. This is nothing new. This isn't anything new that we haven't experienced at one point in our life. For me, it was the Volkswagen Rabbit. For you, it's going to be some other car that you used to make repairs with using duct tape, right? Duct tape and aluminum foil. You remember those days, Larry? Of course, those were in the days where, they were easier to understand the mechanics of the car. They didn't have so many electronic devices in there, right? So, here's what we did. So I tied the rope to the pedal, the shaft of the pedal, and then to the steering wheel. Problem solved for the night. Next morning, car starts right up. Okay, I'm in the mood right now to give away 200 pesos. So let me find my random number generator. Random number generator. But before I get a number here for you, generator. All right, so now there's where we are. Random number generator. Well, again, let me tone down this so you could see it. Oh. No, Maya's wanting to send a message. Yeah, there it is. All right, don't you just hate getting those messages from Maya every day? I got an account. I use it. All right, so Mike is here. Mike, married to a beautiful woman. Good evening. Good evening to you. Chevy Chevette. Yeah, that's right, the Chevette. I remember that. That car is exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, so we tie it off, right? And the problem is solved. Next morning, wake up, everything is good. It fires up just fine. And so he's going to, but the guy doesn't show up to fix it today, but he will. He will because he's a good guy. He's just very busy at the mechanic shop right now. But he'll replace that spring. He'll replace it. Everything will be fine. I could do it now that I know what the heck is wrong with it. He traced it down and I go, oh. Or I can continue just putting the rope on it, right? That's what we used to do as a kid. No problem. I'll just continue putting the rope around there. Tie it off at the steering wheel. Moelma's here. So, yeah. Okay. We did it. Everything is fine. We found the problem. I'm happy. I was going to go somewhere. I was going to segue into something else, but I got the random generator here, and I want to go over the rules just one more time so that everybody understands this, right? Okay, so Mike, there'll be no cheating today on this. I'm giving away pesos. I've got people have 7 chances to win. I'm just amazed, and EMC, that with only all this money to give away, we only have 10 million people in the house. So they must have celebrations going on in their own brand, guys. I figured that's why most of you aren't here today. Usually I'll hit a number like 20, sometimes 30. Megan's here. All right, so here's the rules. I want to go over the mechanics again. It's a random number generator. So I'm going to hit this button that says generate a number from 1 to 100. Oh, I just noticed. Yeah, 1 to 100. I put the perimeters in there. And then the first one to guess the number after I put start in the chat is going to win the 200 pesos. Yes, we're going to do it right now. That's because all the people left, and I decided that I'm just going to, whenever I do it. And then when we hit 7, we hit 7. I don't know how long I'm going to be up here talking. I really don't. Tim is not here. Tim has a critical thing that he's dealing with that involves his driver's kid. Yeah, let us know if you need anything, Tim. So, anyway, and some of you weren't around when I did the rules the first time, so I want to go over them again. It's when I put start in the chat and that shows up, then you start guessing. Guess as many times as you want, right? Guess as many times as you want. I don't care. You're either the first one with the number or you're not, and then you guys will decide who the first one was based on the on who was first, putting it in there. But you need cash and blood. Oh my God. It's that type of a situation, huh? All right. If you have any extra cash and or blood, send it to Tim Deziak. So now, the other thing was that a couple of you have forgotten. We're going to discuss this right now. Is that you can only guess from your primary channel. No ninja channels are allowed. There's no need. There's only 15 million people in the house. There isn't a need for you to go ahead and guess on 4, 5, or 6, or 8, or 10 devices. Just take your primary device and your primary channel name and use that to guess. Don't use a ninja, because if someone complains to me saying, "Hey, you had 4 or 5 guesses under ninja," well then under your ninja name, then I'm just gonna say you are ineligible to win. And since I don't like doing that, you play by the rules. You play by the rules. It's easy enough. It's easy enough to understand, right, Alfie? No, Alfie's never done anything that. I didn't mean. Listen, Alfie's a really nice person, very respectful. So the whole thing is that you only guess once on your primary channel. That's it. Guess as many times as you want using the primary channel. And then I'll put stop in the chat. And stop means stop. Do you understand that? How did you like the way he did that? Stop means stop. No means no. Right? Don't turn this into any more of a controversial channel than it already is. All right. I'm generating a number. I don't see where it's reflecting anywhere. Maybe I should take off my glasses, because some of you have been very, very good about guessing. So we're giving away 200 pesos right now. I'm generating the number. From 1 to 100, I have the number generated. And I'm going to put start in the chat, and you can start guessing right now. Do 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 do. And I'm going to put the number up that the random generator generated. And so I'm just going to show you from my cell phone what the number was that was generated. I'm not going to write it down anymore because it's a waste of paper, right? 16 million people in the house, 17 million now. We're giving away 200 pesos here on Dan and Minnie's channel. Do 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 do. Better get those guesses in. God repairs. Okay, I'm putting the stop in the chat. Where is it? Where is it? Did it show up? Did it show up? It should be there, right? Stop guessing. Stop guessing. Is it in there? I don't know, because I wasn't paying attention. Let me go back and look. Yeah, it's there. All right, so here's the number. I know we're going to have a winner. I see the number. It's in the delay. I see the number in the delay. So, but I'm not sure it came before or after the stop. So anyway, here's the number that was generated. Number 17. 18 million people in the house, and we got lucky number 17. So, do your job and give me the name of winner number 1. Winner number 1 for 200 pesos. I'm going to look here. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and do my job also. Wow. I think I let you guys go too long. Number 17 is the number that was randomly generated. Who was the first person to enter the guess on their primary channel name? Let's see. Congratulations, Nicole. Instead, congratulations. It's Nicole. Woohoo! 200. Okay, now, Nicole is the winner. Now, Nicole, send me, I'm sure I have it here someplace, but it's been a while since I sent any Gcash your way. So, Nicole, please send your Gcash phone number to my messenger so that I can make sure I have the correct number or the updated number to send that to you. First winner, Nicole Anstead, for 200 pesos. That was fun. I liked it. Congratulations. I really like the way that worked. All right, now let me go on with my story. 20 million people here. We don't know when I'm gonna say, okay, let's go again. Who knows, right? Give me any time. But if you're here, and when I say start, when I put it in there, then you're good to go. So congratulations. Now, the rest of the story is, Nicole, you have to sit the next, since you won, and we want to give as many people as possible the opportunity to win, then you become ineligible to guess again. So if you want to take off, hey, what could I say, what could I say? Because you already won and you don't have another opportunity to win. Now, but please don't come back with your ninja channel. I know you won't. But don't come back with your ninja channel and try and win again under your ninja channel. Because somebody will complain to me and say, hey, Dan, you said, and then I will have to embarrass you and embarrass myself by saying, you can't win twice in the same night. And so that's the way we're going to do it, because we want to spread the wealth. We want to share the wealth with all our friends. Now, how are we going to do this new rice thing? That's what I'm going to do next time. Listen, I don't know if I'm going to do a live on Friday, next Friday, or I'm going to do it somewhere in between, because things are changing. Mameen and I, for example, you may hear them working in the ceiling, and that's because they're wrapping things up. They're up there finishing the work, tonight. They'll be done by 12 midnight, and then they're done, and then we're hitting the road. We got places to go. We got people to see. We're going to get on the road. We got a vacation to take. We've been putting it off for a long time. You guys know why. It's been too dang hot to travel. Simple as that. The heat would kill me. I'm an old man now. The heat would kill me. Man, Minnie would do just fine. La-di-da. I'm from the Philippines. Don't know anything is different. Dan would die in this heat. You don't want to lose me. I'm giving away money. But so, whenever the next live stream is going to be, and by the way, on the road, we'll be broadcasting from the cell phones. We're not taking any of this equipment because I'm a very light traveler. I don't like carrying a whole bunch of junk all over the place. And so we'll be taking the cell phones and a few, recording devices, a few different things, and then we're hitting the road. And so the next live streams that we'll be doing are going to have portable equipment, very portable. Oh, yeah. No, I know you do. Yeah, I know you do. You're very, very welcome. Thank you, Nicole Anstead. I appreciate it. So it's been a while, huh? It's been a while since I sent some Gcash your way. I'm happy to do it. I'm really happy to do it. Trust me on that. So now, what we're going to do is, whenever the next live stream is, I'm going to be giving away 2 half sacks of rice. Now, how are you going to do that, Dan? Sacks of rice, the price is all over the place. They're very heavy to send through the mail. No, of course I'm not sending you rice in the mail. But I'm going to be sending you, can't wait to be on the road again. Oh, yeah, on the road again. Can't wait to be on the road again. Hit the road, Jack. Stop singing, Dan. No, stop singing. All right. So what I'm going to do is, oh, wow, I need rice. No, it's not going to be send me, a essay. I'm not having you write an essay. We're going to do it the same way. Yay, we're going to do a random number generator. But I might change the parameters from like 1 to 50, or I might increase them from 1 to 250 just to make it fun, And then we'll randomly generate a number. I don't know how we're going to do it. And then I'm going to send you 1,500 pesos, which should be enough to pay for a half sack of rice. If you think this idea won't work, please comment. Comment and tell me, no, I don't think it's going to work. We'll give you 2 opportunities and we'll do it the same way, right? We're going to do it the same way. I'll just get itchy and I'll say, okay, we're going to give away some rice right now. And boom, we'll do the random number generator based on the parameters I put in it. And then we'll see who wins, right? We'll do it twice. We'll do it twice. And that'll be for 1,500 pesos. I don't mind sharing my good fortune with y'all. I don't. In fact, I live for it. I live for it because it wouldn't change anybody's life in the United States, but it has tremendous implications here in the Philippines, and that's why I do it. I mean, it wouldn't change anybody's circumstances if you were in the United States or in Canada. People would look at it and go, huh? Huh? You're doing what? Huh? $30 isn't going to change anybody's life. But since the exchange rate, right, is so going crazy right now, that means it's going to stress people's household budgets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start giving that money back. I'm going to start, if it benefits me, it should benefit you. And so I'm going to start giving that money back. Not random number generation because I'm not looking at number. Well, oh yeah, Charam. That's right. Charam, that's when we were picking. Yeah, that's why I dumped. Charam, you're the reason why I dumped this program right here. Remember when we were pulling them out of here? No, not pulling them out of my nether regions. I'm talking about this. Remember this? I really didn't like it. It wasn't fair. It wasn't working right, And so this random number generator is a little bit better and it's a little bit more exciting because you're in charge. Just take the guesses, as many of them as you want on your primary channel in here, and you have a better than equal. You dump that number. Yeah, just I got rid of all those. Forget it. Nobody has a number anymore. We went straight to random, doing it randomly using this system. Google random number generation. Right? What I say? A number of generations. Pretty Miles. It is a number. It's a random number generator. It's a machine. Right? It's a calculator, basically. It's a big circle, like the Wheel of Fortune. Just picture that rolling around. Where it stops, nobody knows. And a G. What's up, G? What's up, G? Hello, how are you? All right, I talked about the van and all this other stuff. We got the house pretty much sealed up except for the doors. And I think that we're just leaving the doors alone for as long as they can go because all the guys are busy. They're building houses like crazy around us. Everybody's busy, and then they use custom doors up until City Hardware opens here in Bye City and Diversion Road. It's opening in July. And once that bad boy opens, that game is over. Because they have standard door sizes. And so they'll know, the construction workers will know what size to make the entry doors, because that's the size they'll be carrying at the City Hardware. City Hardware is very much like a Home Depot store. Okay? It's what casinos use. That's right. It's like playing the roulette wheel. Yeah. Except there's no red or black. There's just numbers, and there's no zeros or double zeros. So that's where we're at with that. All right. So anyway, we have 6 more winners tonight. Listen, if you're not calling your friends to come in here into the chat, to give them also an opportunity to win. Tropical Tim in the Philippines is here. Greetings. Hey, don't you want your friends to have a chance at winning today also? With 16 people in the house and 7 winners, that's almost like, well, no, it's randomized. I almost made the mistake, Maris, of saying you have a 50% chance of winning, but that wouldn't be true because we're using a random number generator, and it could change up any time. Who knows? You can guess it, not guess it, stay with the same number, change the number. The odds are are going to be out there. So, what else do I have to talk about today? Oh, so anyway, I have these travel fantasies, right? They're not really plans. I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to go here. And so but the one thing that's really been on my mind a lot, Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is in Cambodia. Cambodia is 30% cheaper to live than Thailand, and you could argue that it's 30% cheaper to live in Cambodia than the Philippines. But there's one thing that I remember as a kid, I remember thinking after studying about Cambodia, if I don't do anything in my entire life, other than sit here in this chair, I must go to Angkor Wat in Cambodia. So, but you don't go to Thailand first and then come back to Angkor Wat unless you're already living in Thailand. When you're in the Philippines, you go to Cambodia from the south. It's south to north, right? I mean, my geography is horrible, but you don't go if you're in Thailand, you're going south, but if you're in the Philippines, you're going north to Phnom Penh, to get to Angkor Wat. Thing is, though, you don't go to Cambodia if you have to fly over Vietnam, and that's what you would have to do to get there. So that means you have to stop in Vietnam. You have to visit Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City. You have to visit Vietnam before coming to Cambodia. You see how complicated it gets, Tim? Tropical Tim? It gets complicated. So that means that you're stopping along the way, right? And so I would imagine that we're going to end up in Thailand also on this next adventure. So it goes something like this. And we want to go to Camotes Island. So you have Camotes. So you have Bye Bye City. You have Ormoc. You have Camotes. You have Cebu. And then anywhere in between there you can go to on your way to Manila. Or Clark, wherever you want to fly out of, right? Then you fly out of there, and if you're going to Phnom Penh, then you're gonna most likely... Mingay's here. Hi, Mingay. Never mind on the blood donors. Okay. You would go to Saigon. And then if you went to Saigon, you'd have to go to Da Nang. You have to. Everybody knows that this is a rule. If you go to Saigon, you have to go to Da Nang. And then from there you go, if you want, you could avoid the north if you want. I mean, but it would be silly to do that. You should get on a train and go all the way through Vietnam and even through Cambodia. Then you go through Cambodia, you get to Phnom Penh, and it's 30% cheaper than living in the Philippines to hang out in Phnom Penh. But a lot of people don't know this. They take dollars there. And that dollars you'd think would make everything more expensive, and perhaps it does. Oh no, you're kidding me, Tim. You're kidding me. He lost another child. I am so sorry. Our condolences to your driver's angel. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry about that, Tim. So you see the dilemma, right? You see the traveling dilemma. Where's beautiful Crystal, the mother of 12 children and one-legged chicken? Yeah, named Hop, who works hard supporting her family with Mark, her guapo asawa, who can cook meals too. I have not seen Crystal in a couple of weeks. I have not seen her, Mike. I've been worried about her a little bit. I'm thinking about sending her a message. Yeah. So, I definitely can see, folks, send your condolences over the Tim's driver, but also, if you have a moment, go in there and take a look at Tim's latest short video. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to that. And so, Tim, has it reached 11,000 views? Or is it still hanging at around 10? I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed it. I could see right off the bat why it got 10,000 plus views. So, You could see the dilemma in traveling, right? The traveling thing, it gets complicated, because then of course your friends are going to critique you, and they're going to say, Dan, why would you go to Vietnam and then not visit Hanoi? Why would you go to Vietnam and not go to the killing fields? Well, it probably is the same reason I would visit Thailand and not visit the bridge on the River Kwai. There's so much to do, and of late I haven't created many lists of things to do, while traveling. All right, set all that aside for right now. Um, we're going to. Mike says, please send prayers to Tim's driver and his little boy who just passed away. God bless. Folks, we're gonna give away another Pesos 200 right now. I'm gonna generate a number. We've gone over the rules. I have a number now. Right? I have a number. It's gonna stay on the generator, and then you could start guessing. Now, for 200 pesos, tell me what number between 1 and 100 the random number generator has selected. Do 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 la da 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 la da 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 da. I think there's music that I could use right here on here in the brand section right over here. Then maybe I'll find some music. All right, stop. The stop order has been given. All right, here's your number. You guys tell me if anyone won. If nobody won, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. This is for winner number 2 for 200 pesos. We have 24 million people in the chat. And here's the number. 84. 84. Is there a winner at 84? I'm going to wait for you guys to tell me who the winner is. And I have to scroll down here in the chat because I have lost my place. I'm going to wait while you guys review it. Tropical Tim's subliminally. Subliminally don't count. Lorraine. Mel says Anna G. Larry says Anna G. And Anna May says Lorraine. All right, reconcile it. The number was 84. I'm going to go take a look now. 84. Because the numbers are going by hella fast. They're going by hecka fast. Yeah, any disputes about once the winner is declared, then I still don't know who the winner is. I still don't know. Congrats, Anna G. Anna G. What happened to Lorraine? She wasn't first? All right. Anna G is the winner. Anna G, make sure you send me your GCash account number, phone number in the messenger so that I have it. You guys know how to find me on Facebook, right? Anna G is the winner. Okay, Anna G, I can't remember if we're friends or not, but my Facebook page name is not the channel name. It's under my birth name, Daniel Herrera. Daniel Herrera. Herrera. You'll see me. You can't miss me, right? I look the same as in the pictures on the Facebook page. Or get it from one of the friends if I don't already have it. Get it from get my chat messenger from one of your friends, one of the other people in the chat that you're hooked up with. All right, so the travel dilemma. So that's 400 pesos given away, two winners, and we have what? Five to go. All right. Ah, I need a stiff one. All right. Travel. So you see the dilemma, especially when I'm kind of have a feeling in my mind's eye. It's kind of in my heart. I don't want anybody to think negatively about this, but I start thinking that, oh, okay, Anna G is the winner. Thank you, Mike. So I've I have this thought also going in my mind that this might be one of the last opportunities that I have to travel around. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. I really don't. And so I want to make this one count. So once we leave here this next couple of weeks, whenever it's going to be, right? Because we're setting it up. We're going to be going to Ormoc and getting details about travel. I might actually use a travel agency for this set of adventures for Man Mini and I. But once we leave here, we'll probably be gone for a few months. But once we return, I'm not so sure I'm going to be up for traveling very much after that. And so it's not that I have anything going on with me other than just a thought in my mind that says it's now or never. So I don't know if you've ever gotten those feelings before. When you get older, there's a lot of uncertainty about what the future holds for you, right? You understand that, right? And so this might, and then the other thing is, I enjoy doing more humanitarian things, so things I might concentrate on other things once I return back here to Bye Bye Leyte. Now, uh, things like there was one time Mel and Des helped me put together a food giveaway for the kids in her barangay. Well, I kind of like to do something like that for our barangay. Now that I've gotten to know those kids and they're very respectful and they're delightful, I kind of like to I kind of like to do something for them someday. Maybe before Christmas, maybe before the end of the year. I'm sure we'll be back by then, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. It's hard when you lose a child. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'll talk to Tim a little bit about that, Mike, offline. All right, so now uh, let's go and talk about. Oh, Bad TV is here. How are you? Welcome, welcome. All right, so definitely Anchor Wat is on the list. As a matter of fact, I'm starting the list right now. Places to visit. And if you have any suggestions, um, that would be fine for you to send. So Anchor Wat is number one. But so I'm thinking about that making a circle around Southeast Asia by going south to north, looping around and coming back through Malaysia. So there's a train that goes through. There's a train and buses and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of tour opportunities that you can go from Bangkok south through the southern part of Thailand into Malaysia, the northern part of Malaysia. And so I've been thinking about that. I believe there's actually a train. So we can board like an overnight train and come down southern Thailand into Malaysia. And the reason, listen, I'm loving the travel idea. You could stay 30 days in Cambodia if we wanted to on an American passport, on a US passport. But we could also stay in Vietnam for 30 days. And then you have Thailand for 60 days. They changed their tourist upon entry thing. Now you get 60 days. And then Malaysia, as you're coming down and looping away your way down through southern Thailand. Oh, Mabel Torres is here. Hi, Mabel. Then you have Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. I don't know how adventurous I would be coming into Malaysia, but Malaysia has so much to see, and again, they give you 90 days upon arrival. So Thailand and Malaysia give you a tremendous travel opportunity because you've got a 60-day on arrival visa in Thailand and you have a 90-day arrival visa or tourist visa in Malaysia. And so, I mean, those are two beautiful opportunities. But when you add all these days up, let's say you travel through Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, and Malaysia, you've burned up the rest of the entire year. So, the white sandbar. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Negros Oriental and the white sandbar. It's amazing. It's amazing when I've seen it on YouTube. But, what are you going to do there, Mike? You're going to spend a day rubbing your toes in white sandy beach. Not that there's not anything wrong with that. I mean, a lot of people, including me, like to do that. But, I mean, it would be like a day trip for me, going to Negros Oriental. Oh, Sarshi is here. Palia, how are you? Has a voice, sings like a bird. Oh, beautiful. Are you here eating dinner? I just you were last time. Oh my goodness gracious, that's one of my favorite people in the whole world. I just saw Sarsi just a little while ago, a couple of hours ago. Sarsi went with my wife and Jill. They were running errands someplace. I think they went out to play volleyball. They have a volleyball recreational team, right? Let's eat. Yes. We've got some beautiful food out there. You enjoy yourself. All right. So, and we have, who else is coming over? Pretty Miles is coming over. Pretty Miles. Yeah. Are you here yet? Just wondering. All right. So, hey, is Crystal's here? Yeah, Crystal's here. Crystal's is in the house. Crystal's, I really let it go. I really miss you. If you could do another one for me, that would be great. I'll get hooked on that. I mean, you have skills, girl. You have skills. Cha Ram hanging in there with us. Tim, we send our condolences for your driver's tragic loss. I think that they previously lost a child, if I can recall. And Tim's driver is one of the nicest people that you'd ever want to meet. Tim's driver drove us around. We borrowed Tim's driver when we had to do some travel agency stuff when we were moving around a little bit. He actually saved us. He actually knew where to go and who to talk to in order to get the airplane tickets that we needed out of Clark. And so I really appreciate him, and my condolences. My deepest condolences to your driver, Tim, and to yourself. Yeah, we could not find Lechon Baboy here in Bye Bye City because they're preparing, I think, for the charter, right? The charter celebration. I don't know if they're celebrating the 100 years, but that would explain all the work that they're doing and they continue to do in the old plaza. I mean, they have a team out there of dozers. They're planning. They're working really, really hard to get the thing in shape, and they build an obelisk, up to heaven. And I don't know if that is a Jose Rizal monument. It looks like it's going to be a Jose Rizal monument in the old plaza. And there was one day that I thought they were taking apart the Heart and the Bye Bye, and I thought they were going to move it over to the new plaza. But it turns out it looks like they're just renovating it. I did not get a chance to ask questions about that or go over and talk to the workers who usually know a little bit about what's going on, but it does not look like they're disassembling it and getting ready to move it. It looks like they've come up with some new design, some fancy design for the Heart, and they're renovating it. So that's a pretty special thing, I think, So we're happy. And also today they're handing out the stipends for the seniors. That new law that Marcos signed into law, where Marcos was talking about wanting to give some extra money to the seniors. Well, we had the Barangay Council member over here a few hours ago, and he was going over the program with a couple of the seniors, with Minnie's mom and dad, to make sure they understood what the requirements were, what information they needed in order to get the stipend, and so they're working on that. Ah, Liz Pie is here. Liz Pie. Liz. Let me see if I can find you on my phone so I can change you to blue. Let me see. I think I did it. So let me know. I think you're true blue. So, really appreciate you supporting the channel. I just wanted to take a few moments and talk about that. It's been very exciting the way that you have been supporting and watching the videos and the short videos. Hey, Liz, I've been posting. Usually, I was in the habit of posting one short per day, but I'm running out of ideas. I usually like coming up with new ideas for the short videos, and so as opposed to sticking with one basic idea. But I'm not getting. I haven't been getting the views lately, so I don't really want to. I replay a lot, not replay, but I mean, I use the same idea over and over again, right? And so, but lately, I decided I only want to post those short videos when I come up with a new idea that I think is funny. Do you guys remember when I did like Filipina P? I got a lot of laughs. I got a lot of feedback off the Filipina P short video, Excuse me, are you the Filipina P? And then Ma'am Minnie was, no, I'm a Filipina who has to pee. I like coming up with stuff that cracks me up, but a lot of people would not necessarily find that to be funny. But listen, Anna Mae, can you do me a favor? If you can go in that Filipina P one, if you can find it, can you post a link to that short video for me? I would really appreciate it. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's give away another 200 pesos. Why in the hell not, right? You've been listening to me for an hour. You got to be rewarded for listening to me for an hour. There are 22 million people in the house. Let's generate a number. Let's generate a number. 1 to 100. I got it. I got it already. And I'm going to put start in the chat. And you guys party on, guessing the number. Don't use your ninja accounts. Remember, only your primary account. Go now from 1 to 100. The first person to put the randomized number in the chat after the start and before I hit stop will win 200 pesos. And coming up next week, or the next live chat, because I don't know if it's going to be a whole week before I do a live, I'm starting to think that I should be doing lives every single night. You guys would go crazy over it, right? Oh, Dan, don't tell us you're going to do that. Please, no, anything but that. All right, I hit the stop button. As soon as you see that in the chat, I'm going to show you the randomized number for the third win of the night for 200 pesos. This will be our third giveaway, and we've got 4 more to go. Let's see what the number says. What? 26. All right. Do your job. Did somebody select 26 before I entered stop into the chat? I'm waiting. If nobody selected, then we'll go again. Very, very simple rules. No ninjas. Just straight up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to give you moderator. All right. Took care of it, Kimberly. Standard moderator. All right. So now, do we have a winner or not? Anime says it's Letty. Mike is saying it's Letty. Letty, how do you do that? That's like magic, right? Isn't that like 3 or 4 weeks in a row, Letty? Just stop by, Letty, and I'll send you your paycheck. Letty Me is the winner, it looks like. Letty Me. Cherry May is here. Cherry May. I've been waiting for you to show up here. Cherry May, I've been thinking about you. I've been waiting for you to show up here. Okay, I turned you blue. All right, so Letty May, of course, I probably have I probably have memorized your Gcash number by now. It's here somewhere. I'm an old man, you know. We've got 3 winners all accounted for now, and you still have a chance to win. 23 million people in the house. I wish it were more, but there are 4 more chances for 23 million of you to win. Yeah, so letting me, whoa, man. So, the building of this house is going very, very quickly. I'm going to post a video tomorrow sometime that's going to show you what's going on with the building of our neighbor's house. It's a 2-story house. They're going like a bat out of hell. They're going crazy. I was over there today, and Dale, I saw them building the septic system already. They're already starting to build the septic system. So they're moving very, very fast. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. That isn't what I wanted to do. Dale, add as moderator. Everybody's a moderator at Dan's channel. All right. And that way I don't have to worry about putting in whatever that thing is. You know, Nightbot. That way I don't have to worry about moderating through Nightbot or something like that. All right, so you're blue. You're true blue. So yeah, so I went over there and they were already putting in the septic system, and somebody had written me and they said by the end of the week, Dan, the walls are going to be to high heaven, and they were, Tim. The walls already sky high. You know. Crystal, did you hear about the half sack of rice Dan's giveaway? Keep tuned, you can win. That's right. So that's going to be in the form of cash, of course. My next live stream. We don't know if I'm going to be doing it on Friday or earlier. I like coming in at Wednesday and and doing a live stream like I did this past week. But the winners of this will get 1,500 pesos for a half sack of rice. Hopefully that will cover a half sack of rice. That's going to take place on my very next live. And Crystals, we're still doing the randomized number giveaway. And today I'm giving away 7. There's going to be 7 winners. We're emptying out my Gcash wallet. We're emptying it out because it's getting cobwebs. So I got I've given away 600 pesos so far. Nicole instead, number 1, number 2, Anna G, number 3, Letty Me, and you still have a chance of winning. Where's Mark? Mark can be in here. Where's Mark? Mark, where are you, Mark? So if you guys get a chance and you haven't been over into Tim's channel, take a look at his latest post, and also we're sending condolences over to Tim because his driver just lost a child, and I believe that would be the second child that has passed away in the last couple of years, because a very, very nice person drove us around, man, Minnie and I, when we needed his help the most, and he knew exactly where to go in order to find the help that we needed for that particular situation or circumstances. So I really appreciate his driver for helping us out, and I'm so sorry for his loss. It must be very, very devastating. Mark, the Guapo Asawa of Crystals. Is he here? Is Mark here? Mark drove us around when we were there in Pangasinan. They have a car. They have a nice car. Is that car still running? Of course it is. It was running like a Swiss watch. I mean, that thing was just running beautifully. I couldn't believe it. It was just like ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Took us all the way into town. Yeah. All right. So that's the plan. We wanted to share the plan about the house. You're going to find out more about in the video. And when I post that tomorrow. And also the need. I know that this is probably on a couple of people's their wish list is what I meant to say. Their want and their wish list. but we picked up. I hope I didn't already put this in a video. I don't think I have, but we picked up a fire extinguisher the other day because we realized that we don't have one, and fires happen all the time here in the Philippines. And somebody said to me, "Well, Dan, concrete houses don't burn, but they do. They do." And I'll tell you what, all the stuff that's in it is plastic, right? And also, it has a lot of us. We have houses that have marine plywood ceilings. That's how they make them look so fancy. They use marine plywood and epoxy, and that's how they look so brilliant right up there. Once painted and the seams are all taken care of, they can make beautiful designs out of marine plywood. And so they go up like a match. All the chemicals that are in there and the way the electrical works around here. See, one thing that I worry about, I don't mind sharing all my fears with you, all my dreams and my fears, is that we have problems with rats or with mice. They somehow make their way up, no matter how many penetrations we seal up. The mice end up in the attic. And what do? They start munching on the wires. Mark is here. Hi, Mark. How are you? I was just talking about you. So that the problem is that, you know, the mice will bite through the wire. And so we're constantly having to go up there and then make sure that the mice haven't bitten through the wires. And if we find them, we fix them. We get the black tape, or we get the orange. You guys know the orange spiral stuff that protects it. But even when we've put the orange spiral protector around the wire, the mice will end up eating those as well. So you just have to keep one step ahead of them and try and figure out what they're very smart. Mice are very social and they're very smart. And so if there's something that they think is in there, they're going to find it. And so you try and do whatever you can. You just have to do your maintenance. You have to do your job, right? That's what we've been doing for the last 3 or 4 weeks, is maintenance on the house. If there's one thing, it's my pet peeve that drives me crazy. It's the idea that people let their house go to hell and they don't take care of it by sealing it up before the rains come with paint or concrete sealer, or in our case, a little of both, and then also the roof. You saw us painting the roof. You have to seal those penetrations and reseal them once every couple of years and then repaint. And they use epoxy paint in order to keep the rain out. You could use acrylic paint. There's nothing wrong with using acrylic paint, but epoxy works just fine also. And you get that epoxy paint, you slap that in there, pretty miles, and you won't have those penetrations. You won't have water dripping through there. But even though you do all those things, water still makes its way inside, and you still get leaks. I don't know how it happens, right? But you'll miss something. Right now they're up there. They have clear silicone, and they have the vulcanizing stuff. What's it called? Vulcaseal. And they're making sure that all those. I have 3 guys up there right now. Man, Minnie is supervising. She's the one that put it together. She has 3 laborers up there, and they are. Well, I'm sure they're having their lunch break or their snack break right now. They started really at about 4:30 or something like that. So they must be close to their snack break. Anyway, they're up there making sure that they're sealing whatever they can. And they did find a couple of spots where they have to go in and they have to rivet. They have to put rivets in and seal it up again because it just wasn't done correctly the first time around. So also up there, they had to strip all the paint off of the trusses that are up there, the aluminum trusses, and they had to repaint in epoxy paint to seal them up again. And that took a lot of time. And it stunk to high heaven in this house, and sucking up those fumes is not a very healthy thing, because you have to mix a little bit of epoxy with paint thinner to make it brush on smoothly. And so that took a lot of time because it's a big house. Yeah, I mean it's all relative, but I mean it's a Western style house. So each one of those trusses, they had to be done by hand. Strip the paint off, put the paint back on, reseal it, make sure all the penetrations you come across are sealed. That's what they've been working on. You got to do it. You have to do it. Otherwise, your house is going to deteriorate, and something bad will happen. A storm will come along. You'll end up getting flooded. Something will happen. The insurance company will deny your claim. Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't have insurance on this house. That's another stupid thing that I haven't done, is gotten the house insured. Of course, we have it on the car. I mean, you're a target if you're a Kano and you own a car. But as far everybody knows that. Oh, what? Is there a Kano within 2 blocks of this accident? Oh, yeah, he's over there. Send him the bill. He most likely caused the accident to occur. Send him the medical bill. Send him the repair bill. He's the only Kano within 2 block area. He's responsible for it. Yeah, you could end up with a waterbed, which was really popular when I was a kid growing up. Mike is saying we were replacing the ceiling in front bedroom because of termites. And then there's the termite issue. And somebody told me, Dan, did you know there was a termite on your shirt in one of your live streams? One of you saw it, and it crawled inside. Someone said they saw it crawling up my shirt and going inside. And I remember being itchy. I remember, termites are nothing. They're nothing. You got to take them seriously. You got to take termites seriously. Folks, this is the reason why we keep the lizards, the geckos, and other vermins around, because they eat those bugs. They eat those bugs. You got to have them around. You cannot, folks, do not kill the geckos. They're your friends. Everybody knows that. Why do you think that insurance company in the States use the gecko as their sidekick? Yeah, because the gecko is a friendly character. But I could look up at any one time. I could see one running across the ceiling. I do not freak out. I do not freak out because they're going to get the spider web in the corner. They're taking out the termites. They're doing all kinds of wonderful things. They're killing the cockroaches. Every morning for the last 2 weeks, I've been finding a dead cockroach. We finally figured out that they were killing them. The reason why the geckos were killing them. The reason why we have the problem with the big roaches, they're only about this big, maybe this big, right? Is because we made we have an open, I'm going to enclose it pretty soon, but we have an open grease trap outside this window. And so they managed to find their way inside here. We have an open grease trap, which is, if you don't know what that is, any waste, all the sinks are screened, right? And waste is not supposed to go down there because that's gray water. And so you have to put in, you should have a grease trap that's under the sink that catches all that stuff, right? But we didn't, because they don't know what that is here in the Philippines. I know what it is. I asked about it. And so instead of doing it that way, out here where the gray water makes its way outside, we made a grease trap, an improvised grease trap. And how it works is we cut the pipe and we made a vaulted area where the waste falls down into a screen, right? And then as the water rises, it picks up and continues its journey into the gray water pond. That's what we've done here, right? But you have to clean it out every day. And so we're out there every day, either Man Minnie or the helper or myself, and we're cleaning the grease trap out. Because if you don't remove that food from the grease trap, then of course the cockroaches start having a field day with it, right? I'll send you 2 pair later, sir, at Larry. 2 pair? Really, Crystals? Pinky Gray is here. Pink, you hit the 30,000 mark, subscriber mark. Congratulations. Cockroaches are normal. I know. They're normal. There's no big deal if you see a cockroach this big running around the house. No. But the geckos kill them. They don't like them for some reason. You think they would be friends. But folks, Pinky Gray just hit 30K in subscribers, I believe, on YouTube. Remember, Pinky Gray is the one that started it off for this channel. And what am I approaching, Pink? I'm approaching like 4,300. That's still not bad. That's still not bad. But I mean, it's almost, unthinkable that I would ever get close to something like 30,000 subscribers like Pinky Gray has. Congratulations. She says, thanks. All of you are a part of it. I have so much fun when I have, you know what? I can't even describe it because she's doing this in Tagalog. What do I know about Tagalog? I get a nosebleed, right? Des is here. Presley Santos is in the house. Pretty Miles is hanging in there with us. All right, we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's time to do a drawing. So you remember the rules, right? This is going to be drawing number 4. The rules are you can't use your Ninja channel, only your primary. You're going to guess a randomized number between 1 and 100 when I put start into the chat. Anything below that counts. Once I enter stop, anything below stop does not count. So I'm going to hit the randomizer right now from Google that I've been using. From 1 to 100, guess as many times as you want under your primary channel. The first person to post it in the chat is going to end up with 200 pesos in their GCash wallet. I'm selecting the number now. Oh, that's a fun number. Oh no. Stop looking in my glasses to see if you can see the answer. Did you see it? Did you see it in the is that how you guys have been doing it? Are you guys looking? Hey, wait. I'm taking my glasses off and I'm hitting the random number generator again. So, stand by. All right, I have a number. Now, as soon as I put start in, then you could start guessing when it shows up in the chat. Oh, wait. Start. Start. Now. And go until I put stop in there. That's from 1 to 100. What will the number be? What will the winning number be? It's random. It's randomized. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Stop. All right, stop. Anything that comes below that stop is omitted, not eligible to win. All right, now I'm going to show you guys the number, and then you guys have to sort it out and tell me who won. It's easier that way because the numbers go by too fast, and I've got sight problems anyway. So here we go. The winning number for 200 pesos is number 97. Now, the numbers went by so fast, I don't know if we have a winner. It's number 97. If we don't have a winner at 97, we will select the numbers again. All right. I'll wait. There's a delay in the chat. And, okay, now there's also a delay in my phone. So, I'm waiting until somebody says something. Kimberly is cracking me up. All right. I don't see anything yet. Do we have a winner? None. Okay. Pink is saying no winner. Everybody is saying no winner. No winner. I wouldn't think so. 97 is kind of a weird number, right? We're working on winner number 4. There are going to be 7 winners tonight. So I'm going to select another number. All right, I have a number. Wait till I put start in here. Is it a high number? Is it a low number? Nobody knows except for Dan. Start. Do 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 do. All right. Am I buffering somebody? Am I buffering? I put stop in there, but it's not showing up because, like I said, there's a delay. All right. What was the random number that we selected here? The random number generator that I found on Google. I'm going to show you right now. Number 74. Sort it out amongst yourselves. 31 million people in the house. This is for winner number 4, 200 pesos. Do we have a winner at number 74 before I entered the stop in? Did it glitch? Did it glitch? Because I entered stop. I entered stop a long time ago. But I noticed that it glitched on my end. I saw it, what do they call it? Buffering. It's Mawelma. Mawelma is the winner. Congratulations, Mawelma. Wow, that's exciting. Mawelma is the winner for pesos 200. Okay, so far we have first winner, Nicole Instead. Second winner, Anna G. Third is Letty Me. And 4 is Mawelma. So we've given away 2, 4, 6, 800 pesos. You're certainly welcome, Mawelma. And now we have, how many more to go? 3? What do we have? 600 pesos more to go. I said I was cleaning out my Gcash wallet. It's getting cobwebs. I haven't been nearly as generous as I've been in the past. So, yep. Dan pays people to watch his channel. Yep, he certainly does. Oh, something came up that before we go with number 5, I want to talk about this. I've talked about this before, right? So the way that I usually find out that your channel has been demonetized before you find out that your channel has been demonetized. And how does that happen? I get an email message. If I'm a subscriber to your channel and I'm a channel member, they will send a message in my email account and it will say contributions have been paused for this channel. And then I will say, oh my gosh, that's horrible, right? Because I know something bad happened. This has happened to a couple of you that are here right now. And so I think you're still hanging in there with us right now. And so what ends up happening, hey, member for 1 month, Crystals, thank you. Shout out to Crystals. Go see Crystals' channel. She's live. She's doing live streaming now. Liz is here. Liz, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Now, I love your Facebook. I love your Facebook. Love all of your Facebooks. So, but I'm not too busy on mine because I don't like mine. So the thing is, I'll get the message before you do. So that means that a lot of time, I mean every time, not a lot of times, every single time this has happened, I notified you. And I was really nice saying, you better check your status on YouTube because they pause my contribution. When they pause my contribution, that usually means that they pause they demonetize you or they pause your channel because there's some kind of dilemma. And it seems that in every single case, this is the reason why I'm bringing it up. It has been because people, they consider it spam for you to use the same video over and over again in your channel. You have to change it up. But there are rules to it that I just don't understand. Maybe some of you can enlighten me. It's because I see a lot of people posting what looks like the same video. As a matter of fact, Pinky Gray is a good example because she used the doghouse, the bank, where the doggy comes out and snatches up the peso and takes it back into the bank. But she changes it up. If you observe Pinky Gray's short videos, they're different from one video to the next to the next. She might be using the same toy, right? But she changes it up. She adds something or takes something away. She takes it from a different angle. She changes her voice, the voice, she changes something, and that makes it not a spamming video, right? And so it's very, very confusing for a lot of people. And I'm not sure that I even have the explanation to you correct. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure I even understand how it works. If I steal an idea from you, which I do often, nobody sends me nastygrams saying if you continue to do that, we're going to demonetize your channel, right? I was suspended once. They send me a nastygram once. You're not a doctor and you don't play one on TV. Quit sending out misinformation. But when I went back and I reviewed the video, they were completely wrong. The algorithm picked up some comment that I made, and I guess it honed in on one word, and then it sends me a nastygram, It sent me a nastygram saying that I'm on academic probation, right? So for 90 days. And I had to survive that 90 days without making the same mistake, using that word, right? But I went back, I reviewed the video, and I go, no, they got it all wrong. They got it backwards. I was endorsing their product. I wasn't telling people not to buy it. I was endorsing it. They got the whole thing wrong. What's a mistake? What's a little mistake amongst friends? I should have appealed it. And so I recommend to you that if you get such a thing that happens to you, and you think that you've been unjustly penalized or demonetized because of it, appeal it and explain why you're appealing it. They messed up, you didn't, right? So, but be careful about reusing videos. We had a guy who he won his appeal, but basically they accused him of using the same video content in his other channel. And he pointed out that other people do it also, right? So what he was doing was he was taking his regular videos from one channel, and then he was editing them into shorts and then posting them on the other channel. And so he asked YouTube to explain the reasoning behind them not allowing the short video to appear on his other channel. He wasn't posting the short video on his primary channel. He was posting the edited video on his other channel, and then he gave him 10 or 12 very successful YouTubers that were doing exactly the same thing. See, that was a good thing. He gave them examples of other YouTubers that were doing exactly the same thing. Gave them the channel names and everything. Dates, times, the whole thing, the video name, and guess what? They reversed their decision when they realized that it was true, that many more people were doing it. And besides that, it is not spamming. That's the other thing. He was completely changing the video over from a full-length video to a short. After, it doesn't say, the rules don't say anything about having to post the short video in the same channel. That was the other thing he pointed out to them. It doesn't say anything about that. Where have you seen that? Oh, but if you do edit the video into a short, it must be posted on the same channel. It doesn't say that. Maybe it does now, but it didn't then, Am I buffering? All right. Oh my gosh. Anyway, he won his appeal. I was happy for him. He was a big channel. They shut him down. They said on this date, you and your channel will no longer exist. You are banned for life from YouTube. They actually told him that. You cannot participate in any channel where you are featured. That channel will also be taken down and demonetized. You're done. You're going to YouTube hell. Well, it's not even YouTube purgatory because you don't get another chance at correcting whatever it is that they just say you're done. And then I went in there and I saw the real reason, that they banned them or they wanted to ban them. I won't go into that because it's a little political, but They said something about somebody that they don't care for. That's the reason why they banned them, right? Or they were going to demonetize his channel. But all's well that ends well. They staked their claim on that particular point, and he defeated it. So whatever the real reason was, it's a not. Yeah, they cannot come back to him and say, okay, because you mentioned so and so, or visited so and so, and had an interview with that person, we are kicking you out of YouTube. But hey, that can happen to all of us. It wouldn't break my heart, not really. You know, I mean, I care for all of you. I just would find a different venue, to exploit. I'm not exploiting YouTube, by the way. I would just find a different venue and let you all know where that venue was, and I would continue to support your channels. One day I won't be here. Nobody knows when that day will come, but I'm telling you, one day I won't be here. Mike says, Dan, there was an issue with the last win. Okay, Mike. What was the issue with the last win? Before we move on, we're going to want to deal with this issue from the last win. But you're speaking in Visayan or Tagalog, so I don't know what you guys are saying. If you wouldn't mind converting everything into English, that would be nice for me. So I would imagine that you're carrying on your own conversation, but whatever that issue is, you will let me know one way or another in my chat or messenger or something like that, and we'll always take care of it. So we're going for number 5 now. I see it's Bada. Bada. What about Bada? Oh, I think when I put the stop order in, the YouTube, it glitched on my end, and so I kept saying stop, 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 stop. So we don't really know where the stop actually occurred, except that Des or somebody else put stop in there for me. So anyway, that's the way it is. All right, so now let's go ahead and 2 more chances to win.
Hey Dan, wait.
Yeah.
Someone sticks me somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I just saw it. Yeah.
Last name winner, and then you don't see because buffering.
It's buffering. Yeah, I know. We're gonna fix it later. Yeah, Minnie just came in and said the same thing to me. All right, let's move on. We'll fix everything. I always do. Let's go on to generate another number. I have a number. So now let's see. Hopefully the same thing won't happen again. And when the start hits the chat, go ahead and start guessing. 1 to 25. Use your primary number only. Guess as many times as you feel comfortable doing it. And we will come up with a winner. Okay, so now, since I know it's buffering, I will put stop in the chat. And I will also verbally say stop. And that will end that part of this contest. Whenever I put stop in there, or I'll say the word. All right. If it ends up buffering. Okay, I've entered stop into the chat. When it shows up, stop, 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 stop. Hold the horses. Hold the phone. We have a winner, I'm sure. Let's see what the number was. Let's go to the random generator and let's... Number 25. Okay, work it out amongst yourself. Number 25. Now, if somebody in here were because of that glitch, is it Bada TV that won? Are you the winner, Bada TV? Des put game over in there. Thanks for helping me out, Des. Was it Bad TV that glitched? Let me know a couple things. Mike, was it Bad TV that won also? So we have Nicole instead, Anna G, Letty Me, Mawelma, and then now we're working on the fifth winner. And Pinky Gray is saying it's God Repairs. That is the winner. It's God Repairs. God Repairs is saying it's Kimberly. Okay, where are we? Melanie, God Repairs. Are you saying it's Kimberly that won when it glitched on the last game? Yan Arena is saying it's Kimberly. Anna G says it's Kimberly. Kimberly. All right, are you guys going to make me go and look? Okay. Kimberly. Let me go look at where I entered stop. And then the winner was the number was Sis Nicole was Control F mode. Badal won last round. Okay, Badal won last round. Badal. You mean that same round where they said that Moelma won? It was actually Badal that won? Badal? And then this round, who won? I can't read Visayan or Tagalog, so I don't know what you guys are saying. I see God Repairs as 25. Did someone else come up with 25? Oh, you just type the number 25 and Control F. 25 and Control F. Yeah, I did it. I don't see it. Oh, it showed up. God Repairs. Oh, it was God Repairs, not Bad. Okay. Or Moelma. All right, you guys, give me a list of winners. Timeout. Timeout. I don't know how this thing became so complicated. It was working so well. But for Give me a list of winners for game 1, Nicole Instead. Game 2, Anna G. Game 3, Letty Me. Game 4, Moelma. Game 5, God Repairs. Which one is incorrect? Game 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? So I'll wait for you guys. Which one is incorrect? 1 is Nicole Instead. Game 4 was Bada. That's what Mike is saying. That game 4 was Bada. That it wasn't Moelma. Okay, can somebody, Des, can you verify that for me? And tell me if that's correct or not? Using your computer. And I'm gonna stand by. I think there's one way to settle it. I think there's one way to make it right? And that's since on number 4, I already had declared the winner as Moelma based on it was God Repairs. Yeah, I know God Repairs was number 5. Number 4 is the one that's in question. So I'm thinking that since I already declared the winner in game 4 as being Moelma, and Mike is saying that Bada actually won in game 4, then we will just allow both of them to take home the prize, right? So Moelma, in fairness to Moelma, because I already announced her as a winner, and the correction being made that it's actually Badao for game 4, we'll just go ahead and send the winnings to both of them. God Repairs is fine. Everybody else is fine. And so that means that I have enough money to do one more draw. One more contest winner. So first is Nicole Instead. 2 is Anna G. 3 is Letty Me. 4, Moelma and Bada. 5 is God Repairs. And then we'll go one more. All are correct. Next round. They keep on saying, Sir Dan's that game that void. The answer is 97. There's a winner. But we keep on saying no winner. So we proceed to another game. And Bada TV is saying, thank you, Larry Lee, Sir Mike, Married to a Beautiful Woman. Yes, and Bada TV, make sure that you send your Gcash account number to me. And now Anna May is saying somebody else won. Liz Pye won. You guys are the ones selecting the winners. Beda, how can you be the winner last 4th game? It is Liz Pye. Liz Pye, not Beda. Liz Pye won, number 97. She is the winner. Liz Pye. How did we get Moelma as being the winner? I think Sis Beda TV is the winner in 25 because she had an answer 25, but I can't back read only God's Repair. Oh, I see. Beda, be honest, you didn't win. Oh, Beda didn't win. Sir Dan, Beda is not a winner. It was Liz Pye. Liz Pye. I think I saw that too, you know. I have 25 and up. Bada TV says I have 25 and up. All right. No, this is okay. This is all right because what we'll do is we'll just freeze it right here. And so the solution to this is not really to throw that game number out, number 4. That's, I think Piggy Gray might have suggested that, and that's a good suggestion, but I would rather do it this way. I would rather go ahead and get, because it's a lot, 7 winners is a lot to keep track of. So I'd rather go ahead and give it to all 3 in game number 4. Moelma 200, Bada 200, and Liz Pie 200, and that will exhaust all the funds. So there you go. All right, that will exhaust all the funds, and then next time, I'll have to keep a closer track of it or make the time period shorter. Okay, no, I believe you, Mike. I believe you, but it's okay because I just want to resolve it so that everybody, there's no dispute or anything happen, right? I'd rather not run the game again, but just go ahead and award the winners to the 3 people that were in question. Yeah, I believe I believe you that Badal was the winner as much as I believe that Liz and Moelma were the winners. So let's do it that way. And then next time, what we'll do is we're going to do it in shorter increments, so that we don't have so many numbers that we have to go back and read, and then we lose track of where they're at. For example, even on my computer, it won't let me back up. It won't let me back up and go through, and I don't know why, but I'm gonna figure out and I'm gonna fix it. So even my computer here, the desktop that I'm using, is glitching, so it doesn't let me go back and review it. But it's not. Listen, the most important thing is that you guys benefit from my my gesture of wanting to share, the money with you. That's the most important thing to me. So make sure that if you're one of the 7 people who have, thanks, Sir Dan, for being generous. Better use 4 digits, Sir Dan. 4 digits next time, or shorter increments. So let's say we get an egg timer. Let's say we get an egg timer, and we go something like 5 seconds. We shorten up the duration, right? And that way we could go back and review the numbers, and we have more of an opportunity to see who won that way, because it goes fast. It goes very fast, and in 5 or 10 seconds, boom, the whole screen can fill up, and you see what you see. And when you're looking at numbers, it can be very difficult, especially for an old guy like me. So if you have another suggestion, then contact me in the messenger, and then we will go over those suggestions. So we have Nicole instead, just to make sure there are no, from here on in, everything is good. And I'll have it all corrected on the next live. But we have Nicole instead, Anna G, Letty Me, and then game 4, 3 winners. Yay, congratulations, right? Moelma and Badal and Liz Pie. Make sure that you guys send me. Oh, wait, Tim has a suggestion that's pretty good. Allow only 1 entry for each player. I thought about that. I did, Tim, but I also thought that, we would be having do-overs. So we would, that might be the best solution now that I think of it. Because we don't have to take we don't have to change the randomly generated number if somebody does not get the correct number. So I think Tim has come up with a viable solution. And the viable solution would be you only get 1 guess. So if there's 32 people in the chat, then we should only be able to see 32 guesses from your primary channels only, not your ninja channels. I love that idea, Tim. I think that's a winner. If somebody in the chat disagrees with that approach, then you'll have to contact me in Messenger and explain why you disagree, and then I might change my mind. But I think Tim's suggestion is ideal. That makes it fair. And then if nobody gets it out of how many people answer, then we just play again till somebody wins. That's beautiful, Tim. Perfect. Thank you so much. Folks, it has been a blast. I want to get this money to you as quickly as possible. So you go ahead and make sure that I have your Gcash numbers, folks. It's been fun. It's been interesting. Thanks so much for your support. And we'll see you in the next live for the rice. But nobody knows when that's going to be. I could show up here tomorrow. I could show up on Monday or Tuesday. Congratulations, everybody. Salamat. Have a great tomorrow. And we'll see you on the next